kayo sa PCSO, parang sa tingin nyo, you guys are very special. I don't know kung anong pinagmamalaki nyo, lalo ng boss nyo si Robles. We sent a letter to you last several weeks ago para sa hearing na ito. And you sent us a letter saying hindi kayo makaka-attend lahat. And nagpa-reschedule ang PCSO. Nung magpa-reschedule kayo, tinanggap namin yung rescheduling ninyo, and then only for us to receive a letter stating na hindi na naman kayo makadalo. Ang yabang ninyo sa PCSO, ano bang pinagmamalaki ninyo? Anong meron sa PCSO? Samantalang lahat ng mga agency ng gobyerno, pag pinapatawag sa Senado, pumupunta kayo sa PCSO, hindi. Ano meron sa inyo? What makes you so very special? Ngayon wala dito yung boss nyo. Kayo mismo ang humingi ng reschedule, and then pagdating nung date na pinatos namin, yung date na binigay nyo, a week later, para sa hearing na ito, magpapadala kayo ng sulat last minute na hindi kayo maka-attend. Samantalang lahat ng agency ng gobyerno, pag may hearing, pinapatawag sa Senado, pumupunta. I'm sorry, kayong dalawa, baka magigisa kayo. Sinubo kayo sa Lions Den nitong boss nyo, na dapat ang boss nyo nandito, hindi kayo. No, let me speak first. Diba? Nagpadala kami ng invitation sa inyo ahead of time, way ahead of time. Hindi kayo kumibo. And then last minute, sinabi nyo hindi kayo maka-attend dahil launching ng e-lotto. At nag-request kayo ng reschedule for another week. Kayo pa mismo nagbigay ng date. And we said, okay. And then pagdating ng date na yon, the day before, hindi ulit kayo maka-attend. Lahat. Kung hindi pa ako nagbanta na magpe-privilege speech ako at ipapasampin ako kayo, hindi pa sana kayo mag-attend. May umattend nga, dadalawa lang. No, galit ako. Kasi lumilitaw na meron kayong pinagmamalaki. Nagmamayabang kayo sa PCSO. Go ahead, Attorney Contacto. I'm not mad at you because I don't know you. I don't have anything personal against you. Galit ako sa sistema na inilatag nyo na kung saan kayo po'y nagmamayabang. Diyan sa PCSO. Not you personally. I'm sorry. Kung ikaw ay na-offend, it's not about you.
Good morning, Mr. Senator. First, we would like to
First of all, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Senator Robin Padilla. Senator, good morning. Ma'am.
Okay, sir. First of all, we would like to offer our sincerest apologies for the non-attendance of our general manager as well as our assistant general managers. To be frank, Your Honor, the only reason why we're requesting for an extension is because the launch of our PLS is due on October 1. Now, why is it of such importance? The current system that we are using as of now,
No, let me cut you off. Nung kinancel nyo yung unang patawag namin, kayo mismo ang nagbigay ng date kasi sabi nyo meron kayong e-lotto launching, and then you guys gave us the date na available kayo. And then when we said, okay, sige, yung date na yon isa-set natin for next hearing, kayo po nagbigay ng date, and then last minute, the day before, sabi nyo hindi kayo maka-attend. Lahat kayo, parang boycott. Yan sinasabi ko, ano bang pinagmamalaki ng PCSO? Ano meron sa inyo? Anak kayo ng mga Diyos?
Your
Anak
Honor,
kayo ng Diyos din sa PCSO?
no, Your Honor. I would like to explain the reason for our requests.
No, you don't have to request. Nagmamayabang kayo siguro that the least that you can do is apologize.
Sir, which is why I'm asking for an apology, Your Honor. And I'm explaining the absence of the resource persons who can explain and answer your questions in detail.
No, Ma'am Attorney Contacto. remember, nung unang hearing na sinet namin, that was last week, and you were given notice way ahead of time, umuo kayo, and then last minute, sabi nyo, launching ng iloto. Wait a minute. And we said, okay. And then kayo mismo ang pumayag na iset it, to set the hearing for another date. Okay? So, dapat nakapag-adjust na kayo. Dapat nakita niyo na po yung schedule ninyo. Na kung pwede ba kayo hindi, a week later. And then, all of a sudden, hindi na kayo pwede. Come on. Come on.
Mr. Senator, I have a copy of the letter that we sent. There was no mention of the iloto. What we have here is, well, we did mention
Yung first letter ninyo is iloto
September
launching.
18. It was two agendas, Your Honor, that we raised in the first letter. So in the first paragraph is the launch of the iloto, and the second is the transition the PLS, sir. Right now, I cannot stress enough, sir, the reason why we need to focus on the PLS. And if you would allow me to explain, sir, this would explain the absence of our officials right now. As I was saying, sir, our ELA, or the equipment lease agreement, which is the system that is currently being used by the PCSO, is set to expire on September 30.
Okay. Ayokong ubusin yung oras natin, Attorney Cotakno, dahil lang sa pagpapaliwanag ninyo. Let's proceed na lang.
Okay,
Basta
sir.
the fact remains na ang yayabang nyo dyan sa PCSO. This is the first time it happens dito sa Senado na twice in a row, last minute, magka-cancel, magbo-boycott ang isang agency para sa isang hearing, napaka-importanting hearing na patawag ng Senado. First time in history, for your information. Nagets nyo?
We apologize, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, nung last hearing, sinabi ko, yung mga kabo nyo sa STL dapat mabigyan ng mga benefits. Nag-oo kayo, you send us a letter na on process, etc. Anong nangyari? May benefits na ba yung mga kabo kobrador ng STL o wala pa rin? Dapat meron silang SSS Pilal Pag-ibig. Because every single day, sinasabi nyo agent sila, sinasabi nyo part-time sila. No, every single day, umulan man, uminit, umiikot mga yan para mo lekta ng taya. Hindi mabubuhay ang STL kung wala mga kobrador, kung wala yung mga kolektor, kung wala yung mga kabo. Kumikita ng milyon-milyon, bilyones kada taon ang mga STL operator na yan, and yet katiting lang na portion yan ilaan para sa benefits ng mga kabot kobrador, hindi magawa-gawa. Why? Paki-explain.
Good morning, Your Honor, Senators. Sir, before I begin, sir, I'd like to join my colleague here in apologizing for the non-presence of our officials. Sir, insofar as the cobradors po and cobradores po, ang nag-guide po kasi sa amin is yung aming STL Implementing Rules and Regulations, yung IRR po. Nakasulat po doon kasi, which was approved by the OP rin po. Nakasulat po doon kasi na ang mga empleyado po, yung sales force po ng mga STL agents po namin, ay they are required to submit yung mga registration nila sa SSS, PhilHealth, etc. po. So, and also, included in that, yung certificate of remittances po nila to show proof that they have been complying with the requirements of the law insofar as benefits are concerned under PhilHealth and SSS po. So, yes po, sir.
Hindi nila na-submit? Hindi sila nakapag-comply doon sa request ninyo? Doon sa mga dokumentong yon?
They comply, Mr. Senator. It is actually a non-negotiable requirement when
Okay.
AACs apply for renewal. So much so that if the AACs who apply for renewal do not submit these submissions, they will not be renewed.
Okay,
So-
teka muna. So, yung mga kabo at kobrador, ni-require nyo na mag-submit ng mga documents.
No, sir, the AAC, sir. So it is the obligation of the AACs to submit
What is
to
EAC?
Authorized Agent Corporation, sir. So these
Okay.
are the corporations who operate the STL.
So,
Now,
what did you require from authorized agent?
under our IRR, sir,
Huwag ka na mag-acronym kasi hindi
Okay,
ako
sir.
sanay. Okay.
under our rules, sir, authorized agent corporations are required to submit the proof of remittances to SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. It is a non-negotiable requirement, sir, when authorized agent corporations apply for renewal. Under our rules as well, sir, an authorized agent corporation who does not submit these documents when they apply for renewal will not be allowed to be renewed. This is also, sir, moreover, sir, the registration with SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig is also a non-negotiable requirement when when a corporation rather applies as an STLAAC, authorized agent corporation. So if these are not present under our current rules, they will not be allowed to operate, sir.
Kaya nga, i-require nyo nga itong authorized agent corporation.
They are being required, sir.
Oh, kailan nyo i-require sila na i-submit those proper documentations, magko-comply sila nang sa gayon, magkakaroon ng SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, ang mga kobrador at kabo. And I want it to happen kasi nung last time nangako kayo sa akin na magkakaroon na and this was months and months ago. Bakit hanggang ngayon wala pa?
In response, we actually thank you, sir, for raising that to us. We are very appreciative of the points that you raised, as in fact, the agency took steps to address your questions. Now, regarding po the benefits of the cabos and cobradores, the current IRR, we have about 20 AACs who applied for renewal, and consistent with our rules, they were made to comply with the submission of the proof of remittances to SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. In
Teka
response,
ano yung proof of remittances?
proof of remittances of the benefits of the cabos and the other employees of the authorized agent
No,
corporations.
attorney, all you need to do, baguhin nyo siguro yung IRR ninyo, ang dami pang pasikot-sikot, basta't i-require nyo ang inyo pong mga STL operators na sa oras na pagbukas nila ng kanilang franchise, matik meron na agad SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig ang lahat ng kobradores at lahat ng kabo.
Yes, sir.
Ganun lang kasimple, wag na natin
Yes.
gawing komplikado.
Yes, sir, we will comply.
So when is this going to happen?
We will try to do it as soon as possible, sir.
Kailan as soon as possible? Give us a date.
We'll confer with management, sir, because we are still in the process of revising our IRR, the rules and regulations of the STL. So we will raise this with management to include the suggestion that you offered, sir.
So when nga? Kasi nung last time nag-usap tayo, sabi nyo, ASAP. And this was months
Okay,
ago,
sir.
last year.
We will give an update by next week, sir.
So by next week, you will give us an update
Yes, sir.
kung kailan may sa katuparan ito na magkakaroon ng benepisyo ang mga kabo at kobradores
Yes, sir.
ninyo. Pero I doubt it, or baka hindi na, kasi may balita ako na gawin nyo ng electronic, Lotto and then STL, wala ng kabo.
We are not familiar with the news.
That's why, mamayang 1 o'clock, nag-file ako ng resolution, ng bill, na hinaharangan ko yung pagiging electronic na ang Lotto at STL. Hindi ako papayag dahil maraming mawawalan trabaho. Libo-libong mawawalan trabaho. Wala kayong pakialam kasi ang pakialam nyo, magkano bang kikitain dyan sa electronic? Magkano kikitain dyan sa apps na babayaran ng 14%? Sa gross receipt, 14% ang kikitain ng apps application na gagamitin ninyo. For all we know, baka isa sa inyo dyan, may-ari niyan eh. I don't know. Wala kayong, alam nyo, kayo dyan sa PCSO, ang nagpapasahod sa inyo, mga pobre, why? Ang tumataya sa Lotto, mga may hirap. Wala namang mga taga-Forbes Park na tumataya sa Lotto. Gets nyo? Lahat yan, mga mahirap. Lahat ng tumatay sa STL, mahirap. Tumatay sa Lotto, mahirap. Nangangarap na kahit papaano makachambak, manalo ng 1,000 o kung magkano man, may pandagdag sa kanilang mga pangailangan. Kaya kayo, ang gaganda ng mga damit nyo, ang nagpapasahod sa inyo, mga mahirap. And yet, itong mga mahirap, tatanggalan nyo ng hanap buhay. Itong mga kabo, ipipace out ninyo. Ito mga Lotto outlet, ipipace out ninyo. Ilan ba ang Lotto outlet? Ma'am,
We don't have the data right now, sir.
alam niyo ba pag naging electronic na yung Lotto, yung tayaan, papipace out na yan, yung mga Lotto outlet. And we're talking about hundreds or even thousands, I think. At ilan ang mga empleyado niyan? Okay, let's proceed. Doon sa iLotto. Sino ba kasi may pakanan itong iLotto na to? Sige nga. Bakit gawin yung electronic itong loto?
Mr. Senator, regarding the e-lotto, first we would like to clarify, and we've already stressed this before Congress when we were called also.
Well, iba yung sa Congress, iba yung sa
No,
Senate.
sir. But I'm just reiterating, what we have is only a test run. We are not totally phasing out the lotto agents. As in fact, as I have mentioned a while ago, we will be transitioning to the Philippine lottery system. We also have right now, sir, a memorandum from management that we plan to increase an additional 2,000 terminals to cover those that will be left behind from the migration to the PLS.
Teka muna, sabi niyo test run.
Yes, sir.
Okay, define test run. Kasi ang pagkakaintindi ko, yes, test run. And then later on, sabihin, ay, successful, ay, tanggap na ng mga tao, then itutuloy-tuloy nyo na yon. At magiging permanente na yon. Kasi nga, meron kayong kakontrata, itong kumpanya Pacific something, na kikita ng 14% gross receipt na mga taya. That's so big. Dati nga, 22% siguro. Tinablang kayo ng hiya. Siguro na inabot kayo ng kahiyan dahil ang garapalan, 22% i-charge sa bawat taya na mapupunta doon sa application. Now we could have just buy out that application na yan. 22, pero anyway, naging 14% na lang. Pero malaki pa rin yun. Sa bawat taya, 14% mapupunta doon sa apps. Kita nyo kabalastugan ninyo?
Sir, we are not familiar with the percentages. However,
100%. I'm
Okay,
sure of
sir.
that.
However, sir, it is not true that it is a yes right away. Under the guidelines that we have, there are tests that they have to pass before this can be, adopted by the agency. Now, the reason, sir, why we are considering e-lotto is because of the proliferation of illegal lotto betting sites. I actually accessed one about 2 weeks ago. So these are electronic platforms, mobile applications rather, that claim to be accepting bets for lotto. The payment that they make is through GCash.
I mean, merong mga
Illegal, sir.
illegal betting stations sa loto?
No, sir. What I am saying, sir, are illegal betting sites that are not affiliated with PCSO who get bets for lotto. They get,
And because of that, kaya kayo mag-open
sir,
e-loto
the agency,
application?
Your Honor, the agency is losing, I think, about 4 billion from these illegal betting sites.
Okay, give me a list of that. Give me a record of that.
We will be giving you, sir, the list of the illegal betting sites as well as the illegal mobile applications that
No,
claim
ang
to
alam
be
ko
getting
na
bets.
ang ginigirilya o nagkakaroon ng illegal patayaan, STL.
No,
pero
sir.
sa loto, no.
There are also illegal. We will be giving you, sir, a list of all the websites, illegal
Okay.
websites, as well as the illegal mobile applications.
Alam mo, Attorney Contacto, alam naman ng lahat, okay, kahit na bata, matanda, na merong lotto betting stations. Yung sinasabi nyo, yan ay testing pa lamang. Eventually, magiging regular na yan, magiging permanente na yan. Huwag nyo naman kaming bulahin. Huwag nyo naman kaming lukuhin.
Sir, just because that
No, hindi
platform
pa
will
lang
be
ba?
here.
You're young and you cannot fool me. Kayo dyan sa PCSO. Eh yung boss nyo nga dati may involved sa katiwalaan sa LRT. Tapos lulukuhin nyo kami. Alam mo ba yung boss mo, di ba? Nasangkot sa katiwalaan yan before, but anyway, you don't have to answer that because that's besides the point. Oh. Sangkot sa katiwalaan yung boss mo. Tapos ngayon, magmamayabang kayo sa akin.
We are not being arrogant, Your Honor. What I am just saying is that we need to take steps to counter these illegal betting sites.
Then, kung may mga illegal betting sites, then call the police, the NBI.
And we did, you sir.
Well, then you don't have to change the system just because may mga illegal sites para kayo ay magbubukas na another problema. That's another problem by coming up with e-lotto because yung e-lotto pwede nang tumaya pati mga bata.
I beg to disagree, sir.
No?
Yes, sir. Because under our guidelines, it is required that a KYC procedure will be undertaken strictly before any bettor can access our platform. So the KYC that our platform has would require a potential better to submit two valid government IDs in the face scanning system.
Iha, halatang bago ka, halatang bagito ka. Okay, KYC, know your client.
Yes.
Pwede naman mag-utos ng mga bata, ng driver nila, ng kasambahay nila. Pwedeng utusan ng bata ang nakatanda sa kanila. Ganon din yung ginawa ng isabong. May mga KYC din yung isabong. Pero, ano nangyari? Lahat tumataya. Nakataya. No. Yung sinasabi mo KYC, naintindihan kita. Pero makakataya pa rin mga bata. Sabi ko kanina, pwede naman utusan ng mga bata ang mas nakakatanda sa kanila. Pwede nilang utusan yung kanilang driver. Pwede nilang utusan yung kanilang gardener. Pwede nilang utusan yung barkada nila. Pwede nilang utusan yung magulang ng kanilang tropa.
Your Honor, if I may po, sir. Sir, just to clarify lang po. Sir, yung e-lotto po, actually, ang nilaunch pa lang naman po under the guidelines is test run para dun po sa system lang po. I think dito lang po yung sa 14%. Hindi pa ho siya talaga fully operational sa market. If it
Harangin ko yan. I'll do everything in my power. Harangin ko yan at hindi matutuloy yan. Trust me.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may just po, in-explain ko lang po kasi yung sa yung existence po niya ngayon is for a year po, and then after that, if it is successful po and viable for PCSO in the market,
Kaya nga, pag naging successful and viable, itutuloy-tuloy. Tama?
hindi pa po sir kasi isa subject po yan sa public bidding under RA 9184.
Kaya nga, pag
Sinusundan-
successful
Yes
at
po, Your
kapag viable, isa-subject sa bidding.
Honor. Yes po, yung system lang po sir,
Kaya nga,
wala pang games po yun.
kaya nga.
Opo.
And then of course, pagdating sa bidding, madali man marig yung bidding. And then hanggang sa, wait a minute, hanggang sa
Yes po, sir.
tuloy-tuloy na, maging operational na yung iloto. Kaya nga harangin namin yan.
Yes po.
Maraming mga senador kausap ko na hindi sang-ayon dyan because maraming mawawalan ng trabaho. Ilan ba yung lotto outlet sa buong Pilipinas? Bawat isang lotto outlet, ilan ba ang mga nagtatrabaho dyan? Lahat ito magiging jobless. Sino ang panalo? Yung may-ari ng application na kumukubra ng 14%. Nagdagdag kayo ng sakit sa ulo. Okay na yung lotto outlet. Yung mga tao natutuwa pag mataas yung pot, pipila sila. Di ba? Ngayon, electronic. 14% malaki pa rin. Dati nga, 22% yan eh. Siguro, inabot kayo ng hiya. Garapala na ata ito. Sige, baba natin sa 14%. Ngayon, 14% still mali pa rin. At ang balita ko, later on, iwa-wipe out nyo yung mga lotto outlets na may nagtatrabaho dyan, mawalang trabaho, and then later on, sasabihin nyo successful, viable, pati yung STL, na libo-libo na naman ng mga kabut-kubrador ang mawalang trabaho. Wala kayong pakialam sa mga mahirap nating kababayan. Wala kayong concern. Yun yung point ko eh. Kasi kung meron kayong concern, last year pa natin pinag-usapan yung benefits ng mga kabut-kubradores. Ninyo, dahilan kung bakit kayo may trabaho ngayon at meron kayong sweldo, kumikita kayo because of na mananaya. Yung mga hirap. Ngayon, tatanggal mo ng trabaho mga to. Ilan ba libo ang kabut-kubradores ninyo?
Apologies, Your Honor, I don't have that information po with me. However, sir, to clarify lang po, Your Honor, PCSO's, to my knowledge po, sir, and based on the instruction of our general manager, we are not phasing out or terminating.
Well,
the-
eventually you will. Meron akong reliable source, eventually you will. Yung STL, ipipace out nyo. No, kahit na anong iling mo, Iha, mag-iling ka na hanggang gusto mo. Okay? Hanggang gawin mong trompo yung ulo mo sa kailing, meron akong reliable source na eventually, pati yung STL, gagawin yung electronic sa taya. It's okay. Umiling ka lang. Sige, bigyan kita 1 minuto. Umiling ka na, umiling.
Your Honor, the e-lotto po is just an expansion and addition po to our existing fixed.
Alam mo, attorney, sir, ma'am,
Yes po, sir.
attorney, kahit na anong klaseng palusot ang gagawin nyo, alam ko naman ang endgame nito. May sasakatuparan yung plano ninyo. At ano yung plano na yon? May kumita na malaki at the expense of the poor people. Ito, 2,000 terminals, Lotto terminals, Lotto agents, nationwide, ay napasara na ninyo. Sinabi nyo due to low sales. Pero ang reason ay sapagkat papasok ng iLotto. 2,000. Isipin mo ilan mga empleyado ang nawalan ng trabaho. Empleyado na nagtatrabaho sa Lotto outlets na yan.
Your Honor, if I may po. Sir, siguro po yung nababanggit lang po. Based on our PCSO lottery system or the PLS, we have allocated, doon po sa kontra kasi is 6,500 Lotto operators or machines.
Machines from
Machines
the
po.
former Anyan board.
From the
former management.
Yeah, from the former management po yung nag-ayos po noon. Tapos yung mga balance po noon, those were not included. The GM has asked me to convey po that there is a plan po
An additional.
to increase po yung ano na yon, yung inclusion na yon with the I think about 2,000 Lotto terminals po, sir.
So you will increase Lotto
So, sir,
terminals.
to address po yung mga hindi po na kasama po, sir. And that is in the works po, sir.
Okay, papunta rito itong grupo. Sige, tingnan ko. Magsinungaling kayo, darating sila rito, inimbitahan ko. It doesn't make sense. Magtatayo kayo, mag-uumpisa na yung iLotto, electronic, and then magre-recruit kayo, magtatayo kayo ng more Lotto outlets. It doesn't make sense.
Your Honor, to clarify.
Sandali lang, sino pang papayag na magtanggap ng offer ninyo para magkaroon ng Lotto outlets? In fact, nandiyan ng electronic.
Your Honor, to clarify, the 6,500 were the number of terminals that were acquired by the former management for the Philippine lottery system. You mentioned about the 2,000. As of September 19, the management has released a memorandum for the lease of an additional 2,000. I think, sir, the confusion comes from the fact that the PLS is different from the iLotto system, sir. So the PLS is simply a migration of the system for lottery itself and not the betting platform
Ma'am,
mismo.
huwag ka muna gumamit ng mga acronym. Kailan po nakakaintindi.
Ay, sorry, sir. So,
Ano yung PLS?
Philippine Lottery System, it will be the new system used by lotto agents in their businesses. The reason why there are only rather 6,500 terminals was because that was the number that was procured by the former management, not by the management, not by the current
Kaya nga,
management.
6,000, di ba?
Yes, sir. However,
Dadagdag kayo ng
yes,
another
sir.
2,000.
Yes, sir, we will.
Despite the fact na kayo ay maglo-launch na ng iLotto.
Yes, sir.
Yan nga sinasabi ko kanina, it doesn't make sense. Kahit na ako, tingnan nyo ako, attorneys, kayo mga abogado, okay? O sabihin natin kayo, magkakaroon na ng iLotto. Kayo ba papayag na magtatayo ng Lotto outlet? Na alam nyo naman, mas ipiprefer pa ng mga tao na tumaya na lang online kaysa pipila. Hindi na maging viable yon. Nagsara na ngayon 2,000 eh. Ngayon mag-open kayo ng another 2,000. Lokohan to. Sino pinagluloko nyo? Lokohan yung lalo yung panot. No. You're making a fool out of us. No. Mag-open kayo ng more Lotto outlets and yet nandiyan na parating na itong iLotto. Sino pang tataya sa Lotto outlets na very convenient, pindot-pindot lang sa cellphone, makakataya na sila. Mababangkrap. It will be no longer viable. Kaya sabi ko, umit ng ulo ko, eventually, mapipace out na ito. At ilan ang natatrabaho dito sa mga Lotto outlets? Maging yung may-ari niyan, na inaasahan, na negosyo nila, na may mga pamilya din yan, may mga anak din yan. Maraming maapektuhan doon sa electronic lotto. Ang kikita lang dito, Attorney Contacto, Madam, Attorney Porciuncula, Sir, ang kikita rito, yung may-ari ng application. Yung magpo-provide. Kasi nga 14% ang kikitain sa gross receipt. So, therefore, siya may kinabang. Tinanggalan nyo ng trabaho, tinanggalan nyo ng hanap buhay, itong thousands and thousands of employees nagtatrabaho sa lotto outlets, maging itong mga may-ari, at ipinasa nyo dito sa may-ari ng application. Kung sino man ito, I don't know kung bakit gano'n nangyari.